Hi, my name is Simon Gjeroe, and this is my new book. It's called Made in China, a memoir of marriage and mixed babies in the Middle Kingdom. And people have asked me, why did you write this book? And it's a good question. I wrote it basically because when my wife and I got pregnant for the first time, we had been waiting for some time, we've been trying for some time. We were really happy when we found out that my wife was pregnant. But I also quickly realized that being pregnant in China is quite different than being pregnant many other places that I knew of. And I had to find out how to deal with it because studying Chinese and studying the country, easy to be answering all questions and be open and being understanding towards the cultural differences. But all of a sudden, being right in the middle of it, it is definitely something different. And so I thought, God, Simon, where can you find some information on this? Did anybody else write about this experience as a foreigner in China with a pregnant Chinese wife? And I couldn't find anything anywhere. So I thought to myself, this might be a good opportunity to write some of these things down, these experiences, these cultural differences, these many things that we experienced in our daily lives all of a sudden when my wife became pregnant. And so I started writing things down, and I started to find answers to all my questions, and I asked friends, acquaintances, and anybody I could come across, how did they deal with this and that. In the end, I found that we had to pay for a private hospital for the first delivery, and we didn't have that much money. So I thought to myself, why not try and write a few articles about this and see if you can sell them, and it might help cover the cost of the private hospital. So I did, and I was actually pretty lucky and was able to sell these articles to different magazines around the world, and it helped cover half of the first delivery. So that was the start, and people started coming to me with questions, and they said, "Why don't you do some more work on this?" Because a lot of people are asking themselves these questions, and so I thought to myself, well, might be a good idea to try and write a book about it. And so I did, and here it is. I have experienced quite a lot of things, both during the pregnancy and after our two sons were born in China. I'd say many of the things that we've experienced have been really surprising. People coming over, complete strangers coming over and touching, feeling my wife on her belly and predicting the sex of the child. It's kind of surprising when it just happens out of the blue. All the things that she was told not to eat during the pregnancy or after the pregnancy, and all the things that she was told to eat, and all the reasons why, not always logical, I should say. At least according to me. But one of the things that surprised me the most was after the first delivery, and the doctor at the hospital appeared as it was the most natural thing in the world, and asked us if we wanted to have the placenta. I must say I was a little bit, and I had no idea what to do with it, and we declined politely. After the delivery and we got back home, of course, there was a lot of things that my wife had to do according to her parents, family, friends, and so on, to gain enough milk for the baby, for instance, and recover. Also doing plant. It's called the yurt, pretty much to sit for a month or wait for a month on your bed with closed windows, not brushing your teeth, not taking a shower, nothing at all, not looking at movies, computers, or mobile phones or anything, to avoid any bad influence with the baby and with yourself. So there are many things that you need to learn if you are becoming a parent in China. The schedule for a young boy or girl in China is also rather a very big thing when you're parenting in China. And it also caught me by surprise how much emphasis the Chinese put on education. And you start from very early on. Little boy is only 2 years old, and they can already recite Tang Dynasty poems or write so many characters, and they are totally busy for extracurricular activities such as English, gymnastics, violin, piano, and stuff like that. So much that our little boys had no one to play with, even because their playmates from the kindergarten, they didn't have any time during the weekends. That was a big surprise to me. The best thing of living in a mixed marriage with two very different cultures, being the Chinese one and the Danish one, is that our children will have the benefit of both worlds. They would understand a complicated world that we live in. They would be able to understand languages, of course, and cultures, and be able to live in a world that is becoming more and more complicated in many ways. And I'm hoping that when they grow up and will speak all languages to perfection, and that they will be able to choose whether or not they want to live in Denmark or in Europe or the States or in China or for that matter anywhere else. And I'm hoping that this upbringing will give them that opportunity. So go out there, buy the book, and I hope you like it.